Shunting up Yulford at night, my mate used to, because she used to start work at 11:31 in the night. And I used to go up and work a train up to Yulford, shunt there all night, and work a goods train back. And when I used to get up, I used to find a guard's van with a fire in it, all nice and hot, and stoking up and go sleep all night. And I wouldn't see until I was leaving in the morning. I'd be on my own all night. And what I used to, my reward was for doing that was I used to drive the train down. He used to do the firing. Highly illegal.
Yeah.
Being on your own all night, on shunting on your own.
Around 57 years ago, following Dr. Richard Beeching's report, The Reshaping of British Railways, in 1963, Alfred Ernest Marples, who served as the country's transport minister from 1959 to 1964, began to oversee the closure of a vast percentage of the rail network. Devon lost an enormous number of its branch lines in the cuts. Communities were left isolated. Rail workers had to deal with the shame of losing their jobs. The effect of the closures was felt far beyond the railway itself. It bit deeply into the heart of every community. And from then on, travel became a little less social, as commuters and holidaymakers were forced to turn to the roads instead. In 2021, the route from Exeter to Oakhampton became the first to be reinstated under the government's Restoring Your Railway initiative. This gave the people who lived and worked on and near the route a unique perspective on the railway. What is it like to see the railway ripped from your community? What is it like to have to adapt to life without it? And what is it like today in 2025, after almost 4 years of having it back? The answers to those questions are deeply personal and can be found in the life stories of those who personally experienced the events. This is what we know as hidden heritage. Hidden heritage can be anything from personal photos, letters, cinefilm, and, of course, the most valuable resource of all, our memories. But memories are also fragile, and as we get older, so many of our stories are lost. We forget. We grow old and pass away, taking those stories with us. At the Folklore Library and Archive, our goal is to save as much of this type of at-risk heritage as possible. That's why, with the help of funding from Great Western Railway's Customer and Community Improvement Fund, we have created the Devon Railway Heritage Project to uncover and preserve some of the hidden heritage of Devon's branch lines.
Here, connected to the Fox and Hounds, there was a very special train many years ago, can't quite put a date on, called the Devon Bell, which came through either daily or, I would think, maybe once a week. It was a special. So it was known that the chambermaids working here, you know, as a highlight of their day or their week, when they knew the Devon Bell was on its way, with a sort of observation platform, a bit like Rocky Mountaineer, I suppose.
Oh, right, yes.
They would race out to the back lawn to wave and have a look.
Over the course of the project, which ran for 8 months, we met with many people who were happy to share some of their memories of Devon's branch lines. We've gathered these together and, along with some physical artefacts, have created the Devon Railway Heritage Archive, which is available to all on the Preservica website.
We used to work the 9-3 from Paddington to Cheltenham.
And I was a past man then. I had a driver, Gordon Sherman, that day. And we came on the train early, and I walked back, and there walking towards me was a lady, and I thought, oh, I recognise you. And she said to me, she said, I'm looking for my compartment, which has been reserved. So I said, well, I can help you. It's first class. So we found it, and I sat down, I was talking to her, and then all of a sudden this huge chap came in, and she said, it's quite all right. I'm talking to this young man, and we had a chat. She said, well, thank you very much indeed. And I went away, and that was Jackie Kennedy.
The creation of this archive was a delight. We met some wonderful people with a wealth of fascinating stories and experiences which they generously shared with us. This enabled us to gather a lot of information and detail, which not only tells us about the ways in which people related to the railway in the past, but also how we relate to it today. We have tried to capture as many different voices as possible: railway workers, passengers, campaigners, and those who, like ourselves, wish to preserve the remaining fabric of the infrastructure of the past. Now it's over to you. Do you have a rail-related anecdote? A story about a character you worked with on the railways, or a regular passenger? Are you part of a reinstatement campaign? Did you travel on Devon's branch lines prior to their closure in the 1960s? Do you have artefacts you'd like to donate to the archive? Perhaps items of uniform, badges, books? If you'd like to contribute to this wonderful and unique archive, please get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, please visit folklorelibrary.com/rail and enjoy the stories and recollections of all the many contributors, without whom this archive could not exist.